It is Friday, November 20. Welcome to CGN News. The Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has offered support to countries in the Caribbean to cover the cost of a COVID-19 vaccine. Assistant Director of PAHO, Dr. Jarbas Barbosa, said delivering vaccines for COVID-19 will be challenging and costly, so it is vital that countries start preparing. PAHO said projections for Latin America and the Caribbean show that vaccinating 20% of the population will cost more than $2 billion. The organization said it is already working with countries in the Americas to facilitate access to COVID-19 vaccines under the COVAX mechanism. Investors in the oil and gas industry have signaled their interest in establishing regional headquarters in Guyana. According to the Guyana Office for Investment, Go Invest, the gap analysis being undertaken by the company maps out the developmental areas of focus in Guyana. Peter Ramsarup, Go Invest CEO, says that this helps investors match their interest with Guyana's areas of development. Osiamar, a leading Mexican offshore agency, is one of the companies that has since signaled its interest in Guyana. An estimated $5.4 billion is needed to carry out repairs to Jamaica's road network that was severely impacted by heavy rains during tropical storms Zeta and Eta. Prime Minister Andrew Holness provided the update on Tuesday. He said the road infrastructure suffered extensive damage and the monies needed to carry out various stages of the recovery and reinstatement process. Holness said $2.3 billion is needed immediately to get the roads back to what he described as a drivable condition. The Health Services Authority of the Cayman Islands has installed a specialized in-duct air purification system at hospitals to significantly neutralize the COVID-19 virus and other contaminants. The authority said the installation ensures that the air entering hospital patient care units is clear of airborne pathogens, a critical move during the COVID-19 pandemic. The purification system uses cell technology to destroy viruses, bacteria, mold, and air pollutants at source. The unit is installed in existing air conditioning systems, reducing airborne and surface pollutants and the risk of person-to-person infection. 5 women who are accused of beating a 17-year-old Jamaican girl at an illegal party have been charged with wounding with intent and unlawful wounding. They are 28-year-old Shakima McLeod, 33-year-old Nadine Aldridge, 45-year-old Yolande Vassell, 22-year-old Timone Williams, and 26-year-old Cassian Lewis, all of Kingston. All are to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on December 2. It was reported that at about 11:30 p.m. on November 9, the teenager Kaylan Dowdy and McLeod had an argument. Aldridge, Vassell, Williams, and Lewis joined in and it developed into a brawl. The police said the teenager was beaten until she was unconscious. The Jamaican government says it will not be lifting mandatory quarantine requirements for international travelers. A Pan American Health Organization official said that the measure was not necessary. But Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said many countries from which Jamaica gets visitors have inadequate protocols to identify potentially infected travelers. He said it was therefore critical for quarantine requirements to remain. North America accounts for the highest number of visitors to Jamaica each year. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, has told Americans to avoid travel for the Thanksgiving holiday amid soaring COVID-19 cases. But the agency stopped short of issuing a travel ban for Americans. The U.S. so far has recorded more than 11.6 million coronavirus infections and more than 250,000 deaths. Thanksgiving typically heralds the busiest week for travel in the U.S. Last year, an estimated 26 million travelers passed through the country's airports in the week surrounding the holiday. South Australia is to lift a 6-day coronavirus lockdown early, saying the curbs were imposed after a man who tested positive misled contact tracers about his activities. The announcement came 2 days after people were ordered to stay at home and businesses closed to combat what was thought to be a highly contagious coronavirus outbreak. State Premier Stephen Marshall told local media that a man at a pizza bar linked to the outbreak told contact tracers he had only bought a pizza there. However, he had worked several shifts at the outlet alongside another worker who tested positive. The lie led the authorities to assume the man had caught the virus during a very short exposure, suggesting the strain was highly contagious. Police have arrested a man suspected of sexually motivated murder and cannibalism after a victim's bones were found in a park in northern Berlin. Forensic experts determined that the bones were the remains of a 44-year-old man who went missing 2 months ago. Sniffer dogs led police to the suspect's Berlin apartment, German media reported. He is reported to be a 41-year-old maths teacher. People strolling in the park found the bones on November 8. The Berlin Daily BZ said that one bone was totally devoid of flesh. Reports are that the suspect killer had visited relevant internet chat rooms. The Vatican has said it is investigating after the Pope's official Instagram account liked a photo of a scantily clad Brazilian model. It is unclear when the account liked the image of Natalia Gariboto, who was dressed up in a school uniform outfit. News outlets first started reporting the move last Friday before the image was unliked on the platform. Officials are now turning to Instagram for explanations, a Vatican spokesperson told the Guardian newspaper on Thursday. The model has made light of the incident, quote, "At least I'm going to heaven," end quote, she tweeted. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.